The Bebe girl is confident, sexy. She knows what she wants. Is not scared to stand out in a crowd. She is the girlfriend that has this aura that just attracts people. The Bebe girl knows fashion and she's loyal to us as long as we cater to her what she's looking for.
Sexy is a filter that we put everything through. We're not reinventing the wheel. When Manny founded this business and achieved great success, it really was about making the clothes that made her feel confident, sexy. Basically, I was pretty excited when I met Steve, our CEO. He has a definite vision for the brand, and he shared that with me, and I got really pumped about it. He talked about the customer and who he envisioned that girl being, and he said she was a young, spirited, sexy girl that is really into fashion, and she works hard at it. It looks effortless in the end, but she definitely puts her time in it. But she starts planning on Wednesday for what she's going to wear on Saturday. So this is a super important part of her life, and we are the go-to brand to make her feel confident and sexy.
So the Bebe brand started really in the late 70s, and by the 90s, having a couple of stores, they really started to stand for like the more power suit. In the 80s, the women, got to the workforce, really got more important jobs, and started to, really wanting to dress the part. Melrose Place, Ally McBeal. The women on there were actually wearing Bebe. They had like a power jacket with a short skirt, and it really was changing, the whole environment. We were showing legs, high heels, and all of a sudden we really took over the workplace. We weren't really following anyone. If the whole mall was doing polka dots, we would be doing leopards. So we always was just doing the right thing, and it was like a really great time. And she knew that if she needed the right outfit, she would come to us.
Historically, Bebe was built on being beautiful and sexy, and we actually want to reignite what our core essence is, and that's what we're all about. When you see the ad campaign, we emphasized definitely the evening part of it, and the 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. looks. And that's because we wanted our customer to really acknowledge that we're a brand that is behind being sexy. But we outfit her all aspects of her life, where to work, daytime, and into the night.
So I met Keith in New York for the first time. He had just joined Bebe, and we were there for the photo shoot. And there was this really tall, skinny man kind of standing on the sideline. And so I introduced myself, and it turned out to be Keith.
Brigitte is the start of everything. She's the heartbeat of the company. And she really is amazing that she says heart attack. I say heartbeat.
It all starts with her and her team designing each collection. I was just totally blown away by their combined talent. When I first saw the first design presentation, it was so well done, and we really have a competitive advantage with all this talent because she's making real samples, and nothing in fashion beats being able to touch and feel the garment. I've never experienced it anywhere else I've worked where I got to see the whole collection, for real.
I knew when I was 7 that I wanted to be a designer. I had a grandma who would sew for third world countries school uniforms, and taught me when I was 7 to sew my own clothes, dye my own fabrics, and it was never a question. I graduated from the Academy of Arts and Fashion named Montaigne in Amsterdam. My best friend had a great idea to start making some boards, so we took off with one suitcase each, and I've been here 19 years.
Brigitte practically invented sexy. This is a little known fact, but earlier in her career, she was the costume designer for Prince. How cool is that?
I worked at Laundry by Shelley Siegel, and then went to R&B, and from R&B got recruited to work at Bebe. I worked here till 2009, left for 4 years, did my own thing for a while, lost some dear people in my life, so had to rethink some things until I got a phone call at the beginning of this year by the founder of the company, basically saying, please, reconsider, come back. I rejoined Bebe as the EVP of Design. I inherited the design team. And initially that, you really have to kind of see, are you going to work well together or not? And I quickly realized we had some very talented designers on our team. There's people that indeed have come from just being an assistant and now, have learned the ropes here and are an amazing designer, to people that have always worked in Europe at like big design houses and, are loving our Bebe girl and are really happy to be a designer for her. The best part of my team in the end is they make me look really good. They do such an amazing job. So for us to really, have an image that we are the cool and hip brand, we couldn't do it without the best marketing. Keith and his team are doing an amazing job, making it really wearable and accessible.
Marketing is kind of the balance between art and commerce, or between business and aesthetics. I've been doing this for a long time, 20 years with some pretty big established brands, and that's definitely something that will cut through. If you can do it in a tasteful way and do something that energizes or disrupts the market, people will notice, and that's what I want to bring to Bebe.
The inspiration process is, I think, a 24/7. I'm sure you feel the same way. Like, you always are thinking fashion. I kind of have always ideas that then I will start finding all the matching images with. So that's how I build my boards. And you take it all and you put it all in a big old bowl and kind of find the right trend and the right themes for our girl.
I get the luxury of being inspired by Brigitte. So when I see her work and her collection, that kind of starts me off. But I'm the same way. Everything in the world, all the time, you're constantly thinking about what you could bring to the brand and what you could do for Bebe. For the future, Brigitte and I are going to work together to continue delivering on the brand promise for years to come. But really, what we've decided together when we've been talking is that we're going to just be true to our girl. It's not trying to be everything to everyone. We want to just do things that make her feel great, feel sexy in a modern way. It's our competitive advantage, that's what we're good at, and we're going to continue just to focus on what Bebe is best at.
Everything we do, we measure and analyze. We have to see if it works and what the ROI is. A lot of what we do is an art, but the science tells us if we're on track.
I feel there is bigger and better things ahead of this brand that are going to really be outrageously great.
What was key to me was that Steve has assembled such a great team. It's really an honor to get to work with them, and you should expect really great things from us.
I think our motto has never changed. We always design clothing for confident and sexy women. And so, that's what we're still doing today. We're just, being loyal to her, trying to, give her what she wants from us and what we're ultimately really great at.